The fill-in-the-blank drop-down question creates a drop-down list of options for your students to select from when filling in each blank. In this example question, there were multiple blanks, and for each blank, there's a drop-down list of options for the student to select from. In the next example, there's going to be some pictures inserted there, and there's going to again be a drop-down for each of these pictures. So in order to begin creating your question, you're going to click on your fill-in-the-blank drop-down, and this is going to be created in two parts. The first part is going to be your question setup, and the second part is going to be your correct answer setup. So you're going to begin by entering in your question prompt. Once you have your question, you're going to determine which areas you would like a blank to be inserted. So you can do this in two ways. You can create a blank by typing in an underscore by clicking on the Shift button and the dash button. The other option to create a blank is to go up to your toolbar and click on the Insert Response icon. And it's this little R in this dotted box, and that will insert a blank spot in the area where your cursor is. So you can do this for any location that you want, and you will notice that as you start creating these blank spaces, you're going to see your response 1, 2, and 3 below. That corresponds to what you have in the top box. So once you've gotten all of your blanks set up, you're going to determine what you would like the drop-down options for each response number to be. For each response, you could add as many different options as you want and type in those selections, and you can drag and drop these around to reorder them. What you see here is going to be the order for the drop-down that your students see. So for the correct answer setup, you're now going to go in from your drop-downs and click on the correct answer. You're then going to determine if you would like your students to have an exact match or a partial match. The exact match means for your students to get credit for this, they will need to get each portion of the fill-in-the-blank correct. For a partial match, if they get some of these drop-downs correct and others wrong, they'll still get partial credit. The last option that you might want to use for your fill-in-the-blank drop-down is under Additional Setup Options. And this is going to put a drop-down placeholder text. So when your students are reading this, they might see some different options here. And what it's going to look like is it's going to say Select One is going to be showing for each of these when they view this. So when we come up to preview, we put our placeholder in that says Select One, and your students know now that they can click on that drop down and select the correct answer. When you're all finished with this, you can save your question and move on to the next one.